All right, let's get down to business because this is the week to make 30,000. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. We're not there yet, but we will be. It is currently Monday, as you can see, January 12th, 10:43 a.m. So I'm definitely late to this video, but it's okay. So look, without further ado, let's uh let's get to making some money. First and foremost, we have USDCHF. Now, I know what you guys are about to say, which is that this pair is bearish on the weekly. Now, although it is bearish on the weekly, when we go to the daily, we see that it shifted to bullish. And we have a nice little area of interest here. Not super strong, but it has shown support, resistance, and now it's currently showing support. So in order for me to take this trade, I'm definitely going to have to wait for the daily candlestick to close. But a much better pair to trade this week is NZD USD. I mean, this pair couldn't be more freaking beautiful. Look at this. Left head, right shoulder retest of the neckline. Literal break and retest of the neckline. So in order for us to take this trade, what we will do is just wait for the daily candlestick to close for further confirmation. Once the daily candlestick closes, retesting the neckline, we're riding that baby downtown. You know what I'm saying? And Euro NZD, this is kind of just a degenerate trade that I thought of. It's not really a serious trade. I don't really think I'm going to take this, but I just liked how this was looking, so I might enter on like a 30-minute scalp trade. Not really. This is kind of just for a teaser, so I might kind of just enter off of a quick retest on a 30-minute, riding it for a 1 to 2, very conservative. But for NZD USD, as you can see, only 3 pairs this week. I know usually I have more, but we could potentially ride NZD USD to freaking the moon. And by the moon, I mean like what, 1 to 10, Nah. But it makes perfect sense because we're selling NZD USD expecting the dollar to get stronger. We're buying USD CHF expecting the dollar to get stronger. You know what I mean? Yeah, for those advanced traders watching this, you know what I mean. Anyway, that is pretty much it for the week. So right now, I'm really just waiting. It is Monday, January 12th, 10:46 in the morning. So right now, we just wait.
We are back for a little update. It is 8:47 in the morning, January 13th. You can't see. And let's get to this update. So let's get to this. USD CHF was taken out, no longer interested in it. NZD, and by the way, Euro NZD moved the same way we expected. Let me show you right now. I think around this area, I took out that area, but we were expecting a quick pullback to take it to the downside. It is now having some type of pullback or whatever. We're not interested in that. That's the point. DCHF, we're really not interested in. I don't know why that's there. I think I was looking at it before. But NZD USD having a perfect, beautiful. It's like Leonardo da Vinci just painted a beautiful picture, and here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a left head, and then a right shoulder, and then a break of the neckline. This dotted line right here is the neckline. We had a break of the neckline, and then we had the retest around this area. So now we are currently just waiting to hop on this. As you can see, there were news. This candlestick looks crazy because there were news. And because there were news, We're kind of just, waiting it out, see what's going on. I am, however, thinking of hopping in this trade. Maybe and potentially, I have to see if there's going to be news again. But maybe if this candlestick closes around here, I might put a 21 pip stop loss and just take it to the downside around here. So this could be a potential, trade, but we have to see how the market moves. We do have our time frames in sync, the weekly, the daily. So now it's just a matter of patiently waiting. And remember how I explained this could have potential lows even up to here, giving us, I mean, look at that risk to reward. Of course, I don't think I'm going to hold it that long because that's insane. You know, I don't think I'm going to hold it that long. I think I might potentially hold it up to down here for 2.21, risking conservatively. But yeah, this is the only pair we are monitoring as of this week. If it gives us what it gives us, we will take it. If it does not, then we will just not trade. It's okay to not trade. It's okay to just keep your money in your pocket. That is fine. Not trading is better than trading and losing. So there you go. Anyway, that is it for our market update. So we'll probably do one tomorrow.
What is good, everybody? It is currently January 14th, 19. Guys, it's 9:25, guys. 9:26 in the morning. And let's hop into this market update. I mean, I honestly think you guys are gonna like this. So let's talk about first of all, let's talk about USD CHF. I literally pulled it up just to show you guys. Look at this swing, dude. Look at this. I mean, we literally expected price to pull into this area and have the push. I didn't get into it because it clearly, for me, did not meet some criteria in the strategy that I follow. And the criteria was that the 4 hour and the daily, they weren't really synced. It was really the daily that I was basing the trade off of. But drum roll, please, at what we have going on. NZD/USD. So for NZD/USD, as I explained yesterday, I hopped on this exact 30-minute engulfing right here. Once I hopped, we had even more news due to this. That's why there's a big fat red candlestick. Anyway, um, but currently right now, it is retesting the area of interest that we have set, the daily area of interest that we have set for it. So right now, what we are anticipating, and this is ballsy, but what we are anticipating is for a retest of our area of interest, maybe even EMA, and then we might even hop in on a double put. Yes, guys, I said double. I said double. I've hopped in on double positions before. It's not a frequent thing, but I might even hop in on a double position to take it to the downside. For I think it's like a 1 to 2.2 or something like that. 1 to 2.4 actually. So, great. I was potentially thinking of I looked at this market and it was like 7 in the morning or something like that, 8 in the morning. It was this candlestick right here that was pretty much engulfing this entire move. And I was gonna hop in, put in my double position and put in my stop loss maybe around here. But thankfully I didn't do that. I was patient. I waited. The power of patience, ladies and gentlemen. The power of patience. We were patient. We did not hop in on a double position there, so now we are potentially waiting to hop in on a double position right here. So patience, patience, patience. We are currently up. I think it was 282. Can you guys see my screen? Anyway, $282 we are up. And I think we were up like almost $1,000 at one point, but it is just retesting. So we continue to wait. The power of patience. The power of patience. All right, guys and gals, let's look at how our trade is looking. I think you guys are going to be pretty happy with what's been going on. And it is this right here. Haha. Double position, baby. So let me explain because it's been crazy what's been going on. So, as explained, we took this very, very safe position, which we are just pretty good. We're on profit. We're great. Now, here is the dark part of trading, everybody. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame so I could explain this better. As you can tell, the 15-minute time frame, there are two risk to reward tools. In those two risk to reward tools, none of them have been stopped out. So I hop in this position. I would have been in the same pretty much boat as this position. But because I joined at 12 in the afternoon and a new day starts around 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, my broker decided that it was time to cause some slippage. And slippage is the dark part of trading in which you get stopped out and you lose some money. So, did I get stopped out? Absolutely not. Did I lose money? I absolutely did. $377 to be exact. But I am so confident in this trade and in this double position that I decided to hop in after with the same entry, and it's actually giving me a 1 to 1.77 instead of a 1 to 1.76 risk to reward. So I will not be closing at my usual 1 to 2. As you can see, the 4 hour is looking pretty good. It came back up here, retested area of interest, and I hopped in actually after this weekly, as you can see right there, after, sorry, not weekly, 4 hour candlestick rejecting area of interest. So I hopped in around that price point for my double position. And then I wake up in the morning, and this is like some crazy drawdown. And then it went straight into profit, and now it's like back into drawdown. But I am very confident in this trade, and I am very comfortable with the amount that I am risking in this position. I didn't risk my 1.57%, which I usually do. I never do two, I just always do 1.57. I didn't risk that. I risked, I think it was like 0.7% on that, on my second position. So that is what we will be waiting for, hopefully to make it to down here. Once it makes it to down there, I'm hoping that by maybe tomorrow London, or maybe tomorrow New York, we can hop out of this trade because I would really like to end this video series there. But that is a trade update. It is currently Thursday, January 15th, 10:41. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah. Right now, just wait, patience. I'm gonna go work out, and yeah. Hello, hello. Anyway, look at this. I got a haircut, guys. I got a haircut. What you think? I actually did it myself because you got to be a Renaissance man in 2026. I am currently at my parents' house, as you can see, pictures, whatever, whatever. I'm currently in the great state of Kentucky. And let's get to this. freaking market update. Here we go. Guys. Ah! Ah! Guys, I have been stopped out. Look at this. I mean, once again, this is where being comfortable with your risk comes into play. I was very comfortable with what I risked. This was some BS. This was some BS, right? I should have lost one, but I lost two. So I basically lost like what, 1.4, bro. I lost like 1.4%, which wasn't bad. I mean, this is a 3% trade, so I'll basically be making like 1.5% um if I win this. But it's Friday. It's Friday, guys. Look at this. Look at this, brother. It is Friday. You know what this means? This means I'm gonna have to hold throughout the weekend. And yeah, that sucks. But I am potentially also looking at the 1 hour. It's creating a left shoulder, the head right there, and then a right shoulder here. This thing is pretty annoying, but left shoulder, head, potential right shoulder to then give us extra confirmation that this is heading in our favor. Um, no more double positions. I really just want to win this trade and bounce up out of here. But it's been a slow week. I can't really say much. It almost reached our take profit by a couple pips. All it needed was to go down a little more. And right now we are currently at break even. So yeah, and we lost two positions. But like explained, I was very comfortable with the risk. I was very comfortable with losing that amount of money. I'm not feeling bad. I'm not feeling sad. This is where the psychology part of trading comes in. Like, no, dude, I lost the money. I was very comfortable with what I risked. I wanted to hop in on a double position. That's perfectly okay. It could have headed in my favor, but I lost. It's okay. I lost two times actually. One was due to slippage. The other one was due to just stopping me out. So this is that part of trading, and that is that. So just to show you guys where we left off, right here. Yep, right here. So pretty much holding throughout the weekend, and next week we shall see where we end off. So